Hey guys, it is so good to have you all back here again this week. We had an awesome Sunday last week. We made up with Keith and Chunky and we learned all about the fact that the love of God needs to overflow out of us from our hearts. And now this week, we're gonna meet some new people and do some more cool experiments. But before we do that, we're gonna play a really cool game. That's the reason I'm so far away from you. Okay, so what I need from you guys, first and foremost, is to stand to your feet. Up, 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 up. Okay, make sure you got some space, just spread your arms. Okay, this game is called the robot game, okay, because robots have three colors, right? Red, orange, and green. Okay, so listen closely. I'm gonna assign a certain color to a certain part of your body. And when I say a particular color, you need to put your hands on that part of your body. Okay, so for example, if I say red, you're gonna touch your head. When I say orange, you touch your stomach. When I say green, you touch your knees. So it can kind of help you there because red rhymes with head, orange rhymes with nothing, so it's just stomach, and green kind of rhymes with knees. Okay, so I'm gonna help you out here, but I might also try and trick you. So you need to pay close attention and see if you can get through this whole thing without making any mistakes. Are you ready? Okay, slow practice round. Let's go together. Red, orange, green. Orange, green. Red, green. Where did you touch? Okay, so you gotta keep close concentration. Okay, that was your practice round. You can see how I might throw a little twist in there, but pay attention. Okay, are you ready? We're going for realsies. Keep track. If you make a mistake, you gotta count yourself minus 1 point there. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Red, orange, green, orange, red, red, green, green, orange, red, orange, green, 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 orange, red, green, orange, green, red, green, orange, red. How are you doing? Orange, red. Are you concentrating? Are you concentrating? Take a breather, take a breather. You're getting stressed. I can see it, I can feel it. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1, round 2. Let's go, let's go. Red, green, orange, red, orange, orange, green, red, red, orange, green, purple. Just kidding, just kidding. Okay, I think you guys are probably very warmed up by now, and I hope and I pray some of you guys got all of those right, but I really did make it quite difficult. So well done if you did. Since you guys are standing and you're warmed up and you're awake, we're gonna worship, so let's go.
When everything's changing, you stay the same. When my world's shaking, you remain. The anchor for my soul, the rock on which I stand. You're always in control, I'm always in your hands. In God we trust, He will never fail. Our hope is in your name. Our hope is in your name. In God we trust, He alone can save. Our hope is in your name. Our hope is in your name. When everything's changing, you stay the same. When my world's shaking, you remain. The anchor for my soul, the rock on which I stand. You're always in control, I'm always in your hands. In God we trust, He will never fail. Our hope is in your name. Our hope is in your name. He alone can save. Our hope is in your name. Our hope is in your name. We call upon your name, Lord Jesus. You alone are God who saves us. I hope forever in your name. All other ground is sinking sand. We call upon your name, Lord Jesus. You alone are God who saves us. I hope forever in your name. All other ground is sinking sand. You will never fail. Our hope is in your name. Our hope is in your name. In God we trust. He alone can save. Our hope is in your name. Our hope is in your name.
Thank you for the sun that shines. Thank you for your light that guides. Thank you for the lamp unto my feet. Thank you for our daily bread. Thank you for our great high priest. Thank you for the one who came to save. He saves. We praise you, we praise you, for you are worthy to be praised. You are worthy to be praised. Thank you for the sun that shines. Thank you for your light that guides. Thank you for the lamp unto my feet. Thank you for our daily bread. Thank you for our great high priest. Thank you for the one who came to save. He saves. We praise you, we praise you, for you are worthy to be praised. You are worthy to be praised. We praise you, we praise you, for you are worthy to be praised. You are worthy to be praised. Hallelujah to you, Jesus. Hallelujah, King of Kings. Hallelujah to you, Jesus. Hallelujah, King of Kings. We praise you, we praise you, for you are worthy to be praised. You are worthy to be praised. We praise you, we praise you, for you are worthy to be praised. You are worthy to be praised.
What a great time of just praising our King and going crazy for him. I just love it. Now, as I say today, we're going to be meeting two more of the faces that you see each Sunday. Now, the first one that we have is very good at hockey. So, any hockey players out there? Yes, no, maybe. Now, this hockey player in particular, she's the goalie, which for me, in my opinion, is super hardcore. Also super sweaty, if you ask me. So, anyone out there ever been a hockey goalie? Never. Okay, and our second person that we're meeting today is into a really fun hobby, which we're gonna check out in just a little bit. So once again, we're gonna try and find them with what they're doing, okay? And so follow me and let's go see what they're getting up to and if we can get to know them just a little bit more. Let's go. Okay guys, I have found Kayla. She is practicing her hockey stuff on the AstroTurf, so let's go get her. Hey Kayla!
Oh, hey there.
How are you doing?
Good, thanks. What are you doing?
Well, I thought I would just catch you in the act with this whole hockey thing. You look very cool.
Thanks. Pink's not really my color, but yeah.
No, it's looking great. I see you and Chunky decided to battle it out after all.
Yeah, he called me out in front of everyone, so I
He
thought I had
did,
to.
but I was watching from the side and I think you defended a lot more than he was getting at you. So I do feel like you are one up on Chunky now, just saying. So now Kayla, the reason that I'm here, as you would know, is that we're going to find out a bit about you so the kids at home can get to know Kayla a bit better.
Cool.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so very important question, Kayla. Okay, it's gonna be an either or thing because that's always a good starter.
Okay.
Would you rather eat at a restaurant every day for the rest of your life or never have to make your bed or do chores ever again?
Tash, I come from boarding school, so I'm used to making my bed.
Okay.
But if I could eat out every day, I really wouldn't mind that.
Every day?
Yes.
Okay, well, I want to ask from you guys on the back of Kayla's answer, what is your favorite takeaway restaurant? Okay, favorite restaurant, favorite meal. Shout it out on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go.
Nando's.
Good choice. Good
Nando's,
choice.
yes.
Good choice. Okay, Kayla. Okay, imagine you're a superhero. Would you rather be able to fly or run at like flash speed of light?
Ooh, like the Flash.
Fly or speed?
I'm really not good at running, so I think I'd want to run, just so I can feel how people feel when they run, because I'm not good at that.
I like it. I like it. Okay, okay. Would you rather be able to hold your breath underwater like as long as you need to, or be able to go invisible?
I feel like it's going to sound a bit nosy, but I want to go invisible. So I can
Invisible.
just, go
Okay, what would you guys
places,
pick? Would you pick invisible or pretty much like Aquaman? Okay, so invisible versus Aquaman. Who votes invisible? Who votes Aquaman vibes? Hey, pretty cool. Okay, okay. Last question. Are you like a night owl? Like, do you like staying up late watching movies? Or are you like an early riser who just wants to go at 5 a.m.?
I think it depends where I am in life, but right now I'd rather stay up than wake up very early, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, who out there loves to sleep in the mornings? Put your hand up if that's you.
Amen.
I love to sleep in. Okay, now onto this hockey front. Okay, so Kayla, I want to ask you a very important question. Okay,
Yeah.
so obviously when you're playing against a team, and they would be
Yeah.
your enemy rival team.
Yes.
Now, could you ever picture this like a really hardcore team? Now they've thrashed you, they've beaten you, and they're like quite a mean team. Could you imagine going out for like milkshakes with them afterwards?
I think I'd only do it if my coach forced me, but I wouldn't really want to.
No,
if I'm being
fair,
honest. Yeah.
fair. No, it makes sense because I feel like the whole enemy rival thing is
Yeah,
quite a thing. Okay. Well, Kayla, it has been so fun seeing what you've gotten up to and seeing you in your natural habitat. So I'm going to leave you because I feel like Chunky is ready to smack some more balls at you. And so I'm going to get out the way for my safety. So guys, there we have Kayla. Yay! We will see you soon.
Tash, can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
Shout out to the North! Hey!
apparently Cade is somewhere in this forest. I am not exactly sure why he's in a forest, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna find out soon. So come with me and let's go track down Cade. What are you doing?
Woo. Sash.
Are you taking a nap in the forest?
Whoa.
So Cade, I never knew you were into the whole birding thing.
Funny thing is, I didn't know I was into it either, but
wow.
my brother started birding
Yeah.
and he was telling me all about it. So now I'm finding it super interesting.
Really, hey?
Yeah.
So show me, how do you do this whole thing?
So he gave me one of his old pair of binoculars, but I can't quite seem, like everything when I look at them seems to be further. So I feel like I should just use my eyes instead.
Try turn them around. Try look to the
Okay.
other side. No, like the other side. Like
Oh,
the whole,
right.
Like the fourth other side. Like these sides. Try look
Oh, okay.
try
I
try it. I mean, I'm not saying I could be right,
Oh,
but just
shucks.
hey,
Wow.
see a bird?
I feel like I feel like it's in 3D.
Right? Hey?
Wow.
I mean, that's probably.
Shucks. Whoa.
I feel like Kate has experienced a whole new world of birding. Now, before we get into the whole birding thing, because that sounds super exciting, I'm going to just ask you a fun few questions so that the
Okay.
kids at home can get to know you a bit better. So are you ready?
I feel like I am, yes.
Okay, so Kate, first question is this, just on the birding front, what is your favorite bird?
I don't know much about birding, but
Okay.
my favorite bird is the hadada. Although I've heard
The
some people...
hadada?
Yes, the hadada. It's pronounced with 3 A's. There's 3 A's in there. Although
Right.
I've heard some people call it the hardy-dar.
I know the hardy-dar. I
Yes.
think I used that one.
Yes. It's found in sub-Saharan African regions. Yeah. Fun fact, did you know that the hadada,
Yeah.
or the hardy-dar,
Yeah.
is the only bird in South Africa with that name?
Well, I mean,
Wow.
that's mind-blowing, actually.
Yeah.
Just you guys out there, who is a fan of hardy-dars? Is anyone out there like hardy-dars, like Cade does? If you like hardy-dars, put up your hand. If you don't, look at your friends who did and be like, why do you like hardy-dars? But you can meet up with Cade later. Okay, Cade, we'll drift away a bit from birds.
Okay,
Okay, I
alright.
want to know your favorite car. I'm giving you 2 options.
Okay.
Would you rather pick a Land Rover
Yeah.
or a Lamborghini?
I feel like with my newfound interest in birding, we're
Yeah.
moving away from birding.
No,
right?
but you can go with it.
Okay,
It's who you
okay.
are now.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the Land Rover because I feel like
Yeah.
I'd be able to get into more tricky places and find some new interesting birds.
That's true.
Yeah.
I want to know from you guys. Okay, are we going Land Rover, Lamborghini? What would you pick? If you say Land Rover, put your hand up. Okay, if you say Lamborghini, put your hand up. I think I'd also go for Land Rover. I quite like the big feel, okay? But you
I
like
feel
more
I
into
can-
sports cars.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Land Rover.
Okay, Kay, next question. Would you rather it be summer the whole year or winter the whole year?
No, I'm definitely a winter type
Winter
of person.
guy,
I
hey?
much prefer the cold. I feel
Okay.
like I can dress up more.
No, I
Yeah.
like it. And if Kate, if you could be any animal, what would you be?
I think I would choose the cheetah.
The cheetah,
Yeah,
why?
it's the fastest.
It's the fastest, and you like running.
Yeah, because of my old injury, I'm not as fast as I used to be, but
Okay.
I'd really like to get that speed. I'm gonna go with the cheetah.
You're gonna go
yeah.
to cheetah.
I'm gonna go with the cheetah.
Okay. We're gonna hit a bit on the food front, okay? Because food is very important. So I'm gonna ask you: do you prefer? Would you rather have a bubbly chocolate, or would you have an Oreo McFlurry? This is very important.
Oh, that's a really
Bubbly.
good
Okay,
question.
before you answer,
Okay,
I'm gonna
okay.
ask you guys. Oreo McFlurry or bubbly chocolate? If you say Oreo McFlurry, put your hands up. If you say bubbly chocolate, put your hands on your knees. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, what did you pick?
I'm gonna go with the bubbly chocolate.
Bubbly chocolate?
Bubbly chocolate, yeah.
No, I like it. It's a good choice.
Yes.
Well, now, Kate, tell me about this birding thing. You're quite into it, hey?
Yes.
Okay.
So, another interesting fact for the hardy-dar, I was
Yeah.
thinking about it while you're
Yeah.
speaking. Hardy-dar birds, for those of you that don't know out
Listen
there,
up.
the hardy-dar bird has got a long beak in the front of its face, where you would usually find beaks, and it weighs roughly about 1.2 kgs or 1,200 grams.
You guys got that for your next biology test? Well, Kate, we'll leave you to this whole birding thing because I think you need to practice a bit more with the binos.
Yes,
but
yes.
guys, that was Kate, and I hope that you learned a bit more about him. And Kate, I feel like I know you better.
Thank you so much.
And
Tash.
so
Thank
we'll
you
catch
for
you
the-
soon
yes.
and go
Yes,
find some
definitely.
birds.
Thank you so much.
See you guys. Well, guys, there we just met Kayla and Kate, and they were getting up to some really fun things. So if you need any tips on hockey or birding, you know where to go. Okay, maybe not the birding, but tips on hockey, you know where to go. Now, last week we learned about the fact that God's love needs to overflow out of us, that His love needs to pour out of us to those around us, but that we can only do that by the help of His Holy Spirit, that in our own strength, it's pretty impossible to love those around us, but in His strength, we're able to. Now, this week, we're looking at the fact that the way that we can love people like this is to see people through God's eyes. Because you see, so often we can look at people with our own opinions or our own judgments, and we often, like with Kayla and the opposing team, it's quite hard to like the opposing team or to see them as nice people, where in actual fact, I'm pretty sure on any opposing team, there's really nice people, but because they're your enemies, so to speak, it's pretty hard to see them as nice people, Or with Cade with his binoculars, looking at it the wrong way. Without his binos being the right way, he would never see anything. His picture of those birds would be completely blurred, and so he needs to look through the right lenses to see his birds. And so in the same way, we need to look at people through the eyes of God. We need to look at a person in the way that God created them, not blurred by our own opinions or feelings about a certain person. And so we need to pray for that. We need to pray that the love of God would help us to see people the way that God sees them. Because in the Bible, it speaks about the fact that we've been fearfully and wonderfully made. So even that person that you might think is a mean person or a bully, they have also been fearfully and wonderfully made. And so we need to see them like that in order to love them the way that God would have us love them. So once again, I'm going to show you a really cool science experiment that might make this a bit more clear. So let's go. Alrighty guys, are you ready for another cool science experiment? Okay, so for today's one, you need quite a lot of things. Okay, so first of all, you need a big glass jar. Okay, if you can't find one this big, you can go a bit smaller. Okay, I just like to be over the top dramatic. Then you need a whole lot of squishies or Orbeez, whatever you guys call them, but basically these are really cool things that we can't get enough of playing with, okay? And then you need some water, alrighty? And then you need something like a rubber toy or anything that can represent a person. Okay, so today we're gonna be a penguin person. So all you're gonna do, right, is begin by pouring your first bit of Orbeez into your jar. That looks so cool. Oh my goodness, that's exciting, okay? Then you're gonna put your little person, penguin, inside your Orbeez jar, get them nice and comfortable, okay? And you're gonna cover them, completely drown them in the rest of your Orbeez, that they are completely submersed and covered in your Orbeez. Oh my word, this penguin is having such a jolt in there. Now, as you can see, well, as you can't see, you can't really make much out of what I put in there. You can't really see it's a penguin. It looks like a bit of a blur, a bit of a blue blob, not much happening. But when I take the water and I begin to add my water into the jar, suddenly what happens is it starts to become clear. And you can now fully see the penguin inside the vase. And guys, this is really, really cool with what we're learning about today. We're learning all about seeing things through God's eyes. And so I want you to imagine that this water was like God coming in and allowing us to see people the way He does. You see, often we don't see things the way God sees them. Often we come with our own ideas or opinions about a person, and so our view of that person is often very blurred, and we don't see them for the person that God made them to be. You see, we need to see people as God's creation and as people that God has big, big plans for. We need to see past their sin, past their imperfections, their shortcomings, the stuff in their lives. And we need to see them for the children of God that they are. And they're just children of God who may have lost their way or gone a bit astray, but they need the love of Jesus. And that's where we come in. We bring them the love of Jesus. And that starts by seeing them the way that God sees them, seeing them as they were created to be, not as they might be now. And so my challenge to you out there is to begin to see people the way that God sees them, not as in the way that we might first look at a person. Now, it's your guys' turn to give this a try. Have fun.
Wasn't that just awesome how we get to make new friends each and every single week, and how God calls us to love not just our friends but everyone, and that especially happens when we are children of God. Now, some of you may be wondering what it means to be a child of God and may want to become a child of God, and right here, right now, this is your opportunity to do that. I'm going to pray a simple prayer, and I would love it if you would repeat it after me, and it goes like this. Dear Lord Father, I thank you so much for dying on the cross for me. I know that I'm a sinner, but that through you, I have freedom. I pray that you would come and take my sins and wash me clean. I thank you so much for everything you have done, and I pray that you would be with me on my new journey. In your name we pray. Amen. If you prayed that prayer, why don't you tell a friend, a parent, an adult, anybody? And why don't we go into a time of worship right now?
I stand before you now. The greatness of your renown. I have heard of the majesty and wonder of you, King of heaven. In humility I bow as your love, wave after wave, crashes over me, crashes over me. For you are for us, you are not against us. Champion of heaven, you made a way for all to enter in. I've heard you calling my name. I've heard the song of love that you sing. Whoa, so I will let you call me out beyond the shore into your grace. Oh, your grace, as your love, wave after wave, crashes over me, crashes over me. For you are for us, you are not against us. Champion of heaven, you made a way for all to enter in. You make me brave, you make me brave. You call me out beyond the shore into the waves. You make me brave, you make me brave. You call me out beyond the shore into the waves. You make me brave, you make me brave. No fear can end, and now the promises you made. You make me brave, you make me brave. No fear can end, and now the love that made a way. As your love, and wave after wave, crashes over me, crashes over me. For you are are for us. You are not against us. Champion of heaven, you made a way. As your love, you wave after wave, crashes over me, crashes over me. For you are for us, you are not against us. Champion of heaven, you made a way. Champion of heaven, you made a way for all to enter in.
Well, guys, we have come to the end of yet another amazing Sunday. But before we leave, I'm going to leave you guys with another incredible Sunday Fun Day challenge. But before we do that, if you're keen to try out the science experiment Tash showed us, and you can remind yourselves of the lesson that we learned today, once you've done that, you can then use the Orbeez for the challenge that I'm about to give you guys. Are you guys ready? This is what you're going to need to do. Find a partner or pair up with somebody, and you're going to start by standing about 1 meter in front of each other. You're then going to take turns to throw the squishy between the two of you. If you catch the squishy, you're going to take a step backwards. If you drop the squishy, you're then going to take a step forwards. Now it's going to get harder as you step further and further away from each other, but I'm keen to see how you guys all do. And don't forget to send us pictures so we can see the winners from each site, or if you're at home, the winning team. Here are some pictures of last week's straw tower making competition. There were some incredible towers, I must not lie to myself. Now, that's all we have time for today, but we'll see you guys next week as we start a new and exciting series through the book of Job. If you'd like to get a head start on that series, you're more than welcome to read the first chapter, but I would encourage you to do it with an older sibling or even a parent, because it can get a bit confusing if you're by yourself. That's all we have time for today, and don't forget to send us the pictures so we can see the winners of the squishy throwing competition. We'll see you guys next week. Have a lovely day.